So I thought it would be a good idea to maybe do a little bit of cleanup here inside Flash before we really get tearing further into our Flash interface. So give me just a moment here. I'm just going to collapse down my timeline just to give us a little more screen space here. And I wanted to organize the library here as well over on the right-hand side. So first of all, check this out. That Photoshop graphic that we just updated, he's still coming in as image-1-1-1.png, which is kind of odd because if I right-click on him and if I head down to Properties, the Properties dialog box, of course, the path inside that Properties dialog box changes to our main photo.png, which, of course, is sitting inside the project files, right? So it's kind of weird that down here in the path it says main photo, but up here at the top inside the name hasn't updated. So maybe just for myself, I will update this here anyway, just so I know that I've actually gone and done it. There we go. So of course, it updates there inside the library. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go and update the other two imported images. Well, they were imported anyway inside the Illustrator layout, and that is the logo and also that wood grain background. So I'll start off with the wood grain background here. I'm just going to grab him, right-click, and then down to Properties. And then inside the Properties dialog box, I'm going to go with this Import option. Click on Import there, into the Project Files folder, and I'm going to look for wood.jpg. Go ahead and grab that fella, and then open. There we go. Updated there. If you want, you can rename the actual name of the library object if you wish. Wood.jpg, just so we know that we've actually gone and updated this guy. And I'm going to go and do that one more time for the logo. So again, just right-click, and then Properties, and then inside my dialog box, Import, and there he is, logo.jpg. Okay, so we're getting things updated here. Logo.jpg. Okay, wonderful. All right, the other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to sort out some of my folders and some of the objects inside our folders here. So I'm going to take my background folder, and I'm going to right-click on him and choose Rename. And I'm going to call this something like maybe graphics or maybe imported graphics or, something like that. Just so we have a folder for all of the graphics that we've gone and imported. And I'm going to take the logo.jpg and drag him and drop him down into the imported graphics folder. And same with that main photo as well. So again, we're just trying to get things a little bit organized here. There we are. And I think I'll grab this imported graphics folder and drag him a little bit to the left. And notice the green frame that appears around the library. That means you're going to move this guy up one level, so he's no longer contained inside that Flash layout.ai folder. Okay, great. As for the remaining empty folders, we can grab them. You can use Control or Command to select more than one of them at a time, and let's toast them just using the trash can down at the bottom of the library panel. Perfect. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to take this Illustrator Symbols folder and I wanted to rename him. I'm going to rename him to Buttons because all these guys in here, or a lot of these guys anyway, are going to be buttons in short order. So again, right-click on that folder, rename, and you can call it Flash Buttons if you want, or just Buttons, or whatever's easiest for you. And again, I'm going to drag this guy just a little bit to the left there to move him out from outside of the Flash layout.ai folder, and that Flash folder there, that Flash layout folder, can be deleted as well. There we go, getting things cleaned up here. Now, let's see here. I want to convert all of these buttons, these symbols that we created back over in Illustrator. Remember, we set them up as symbols inside Illustrator, right? And we call them things like applications_but, blog_but, and so on, right? But they're not button symbols right now. They're graphic symbols. And what we want to do here is we want to convert them from graphic symbols to button symbols. So here's how we do it. Grab one of your soon-to-be buttons there, something ending in an _but, right-click on that guy, and then head down to Properties again. And then inside the Symbol Properties dialog box that appears, we can change the name if we want, but then we can also change the symbol type. So of course I want to change this from a graphic to a button. It's really unfortunate. Back in Illustrator, if you recall, we only had two options, either a movie clip or a graphic, right? It didn't give us the button option. So here in Flash, once we get the layout into Flash, we have this extra step of setting up the symbol as a button symbol, if that is indeed what we want, right? Go ahead and click on OK. And notice that the icon for that symbol has now changed to the button icon here inside the library. Okay, so I'm going to have to do that as well for my remaining buttons, but I have some good news. We can actually do more than one at a time. Check this out. So I've selected the next guy there, blog_BUT. I'm going to hold down Control or Command. I'm going to grab Contact Us, Home. I'm going to grab Rates, Seminars, and Tools. And I think that's all the ones that we need at this point. Well, I guess we should grab our Learn More as well, because that's going to be a button as well. So let's grab that guy as well. And so I've got them all selected now, right? All of them except the white arrow. I'm going to right-click and head down to Properties, and I'm basically group editing these symbols, I guess you could say. So I'm going to change the type here to a button right up at the top there. And that's basically it. I'm just going to click on OK, and boom, they're all done, all in one shot. So it's great that you're able to do this inside Flash. I suppose if you're looking to kill time on a Monday morning, you could do one at a time. But, you know, if you want to get it done quick, you can do them all in one shot, which is great. Okay, awesome. Now, don't forget to save up your Flash layout.